On today's episode, more pickups for the month of May. Hey guys, just a quick video here showing my recent pickups, and also this magazine here, which is more like a sort of compilation. This is just called Retro. This is Micro Games Action, it's the subtitle. Basically, as you can see from the corner here, what this is a compilation of articles from Ntsc-jTransformers magazine, which is a really good magazine if you're not familiar with it. Also, there's the most recent issue of that. It's got a review of Red Dead Revolver in it. In fact, you know, I think that was the month before, but the new one's got Red Dead Revolver. Yeah, basically it's a lot like Edge, only it's just not as up its own arse. I mean, I do like Edge, but sometimes they're just overly critical about really mundane things, and they come across as though they're really professional, and you know, they're every bit as professional as any other magazine, which is good, but I don't know, something really grinds my gears about Edge. But Ntsc-jTransformers, another multi-format magazine, and it covers the same stuff as Edge most of the time, but just with a less sort of vindictive reviewing nature, which is good. Anyhow, that's not really the point here. The point is, they put out this retro games compilation. Now, don't get this confused with Retro Gamer, because they're not the same thing. There's no affiliation. I know some people think there is. And basically, I think there's about 300 pages in there. I mean, this thing's massive, 240. And it's got loads of different features on consoles, individual games, things like that, sort of conversion capers and stuff. It's really good. I think it's about, what did I pay for it? What's the price of this damn thing? I think it's about a £5. It's not too dear. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, for what you get, this is absolutely fantastic. I definitely recommend it to people in the UK. WH Smith tends to sell these. This is the third volume. There's been 2 more previously. And yeah, they're all really good. I just want to show you one of the spreads if I can find it. So here's the contents. Let me just give you a look at that. They've got a good spread on Mega Man. I'm just trying to find it though. Not going so well. Burning Ranges. Good feature on Burning Ranges. Good Street Fighter feature. Okay, let's just have a quick flick, see if I can find it. And the presentation's quite similar to Retro Gamer, which is I think why people get it confused. So here we go, it's a nice Mega Man article. It's got some really interesting comments here. It's a blown up image of Mega Man's obviously original 8-bit character, I guess, character model. And it tells you things like why Mega Man was blue. A bit on it actually tells you why the plan for Mega Man X originally was for it to be a Mega Man Zero series, the first in the Mega Man Zero. But Keiji, I think it's Inafune, was afraid that people wouldn't be able to relate to Zero as much as they did Mega Man. So they kind of thought, you know what, we'll just create another Mega Man, call him X, and put Zero in the game elsewhere, which is what they did, and then slowly introduced him. So that's really interesting. I didn't know that sort of tidbit that's in here. You get a quick rundown of the series, what features were introduced. There's strangely a couple of things missing, like they don't acknowledge the 4th Mega Man Zero game. Whether or not they just couldn't fit it or they don't know it exists, I'm not sure. But it's got Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent, so it's not like this came out before they did, which is really strange. But yeah, a lot of good stuff in here. Definitely worth a look for your Retro games. And like I say, it's pretty cheap. I think it's between £5 and £10 actually. It's pretty dearer than I said, but it is absolutely brilliant. Really good artwork. Yeah, so let's move on to my recent pickups. It's a package from Amazon, freshly torn. I know what this is because it's the only thing I've ordered from Amazon. So I opened her up, and let's just check this out. So here we have Sin and Punishment. Let me just get that. Sin and Punishment, successor of the Skies. The original Sin and Punishment was a great Japanese-only N64 game. Came out quite late in the life cycle. It's like an on-rail shooter. And I think there's a resurgence in popularity when they released it for the Wii on Nintendo's marketplace there. And yeah, it must be, because as a result, they made a full-fledged sequel for the Wii, and this has been getting like really good reviews. It looks fantastic. I haven't played it yet, obviously it's still sealed, but I can't wait to try this out. Looks amazing. I'll definitely put a video of this up. Yeah, so like I say, on-rail shooter with a variety of elements. I'm pretty sure it's got like a side-scrolling shooter aspect to it as well, but this is just a full-fledged game. It's not some sort of cheap knockoff that they've busted out just to capitalise on the popularity of the download, which is always good. So let's put that aside. This one I'm more excited about, and I was pretty excited about that one, but man, this I've waited for ages. 3D Dot Game Heroes. You know, Zelda ripoff, tongue-in-cheek, mocks all the sort of 8-bit, all the 8-bit styles, and it even has self-implemented bad English, which is just like things like that. I'm so geeky for things like that. It's fantastic. Amazing soundtrack. Everything I've seen about this just looks brilliant. I'll definitely be putting footage of this up. Oddly, I haven't seen this in the shop yet, because I only got this delivered today. It's supposed to come out last Friday, but I haven't seen it anywhere. I don't know what the deal with that is. It's not to rent in Blockbuster, it's not to for sale in Blockbuster. I didn't see it in game when I was there earlier in the week, so that's really strange. But I know a lot of people are excited about this, so hopefully I'll put up some footage and maybe do a little review of it as well, just to run down what it's all about. But yeah, basically it follows the Zelda blueprint to an absolute T, and parodies it as well. It's just the ultimate homage to Zelda. Very exciting. Yeah, so other than that, I've got this stash here of games I picked up on the cheap from Blockbuster. Everybody's Golf World Tour. I've wanted to get into this series for ages. I heard that the PS3 iteration is the best one. I want to say I'm a graphics whore, but you know, it's got trophies, and I'm a trophies and graphics whore a little bit. So you know, offer me both, and I'm going to lap it up. And for $4.95, it's an absolute steal. Really happy with that. Had a quick go, and it looks fantastic. I'm a fan of Mario Golf, and it's much in the same vein as that. Maybe a little more depth to this one. But yeah, it looks very cool. Naruto, not a fan of this series. I don't dislike it, I've just never watched it. But I love Rise of a Ninja, and I actually forgot what the second one on the 360 was called. But those two adventure games were absolutely amazing. This one, I think, is similar to those, but more focused on the fighting. Which is fine. Looks phenomenal, plays phenomenal. I think this was £12 in Blockbuster. Not incredibly cheap, but it's been $17.95 for ages. They finally knocked it down. They've had this one copy since like the dawn of time, and I just couldn't resist. So I've been umming and ahhing about it for so long. Booted it up, had a quick go. The exploration is still in there, which I wasn't aware it was. I thought it was strictly fighting, so it's nice to see. Graphics are absolutely amazing. Character models are brilliant. Really looking forward to getting into that. I just hope it's as good as the other ones. Metro 2033, limited edition. Picked this up from Game for, I think, £23, which is quite expensive, but I rented this and really got into it. This is the Game limited edition, and if you look at the back of the box, at no point does it tell you what that means. There's no, I mean that, if you look at, let me just pull that back of the box is exactly the same as the sleeve they've given you. So you don't know what content you're actually paying the extra money for. It's about £3. As it turns out, when you open it up, you get these, let me just pull these out. You get loads of nice little pictures, sort of artwork from the game, and you also get a code for an extra gun, which is really cool. Let me just see what that is. Obviously I'm not going to show on camera. Heavy automatic shotgun. Haven't used the heavy automatic shotgun yet, because it didn't come up when I reloaded my save when I rented it. But I'm really excited about that, and I really like this game. I'm into the sort of Russian-made shooters. I mean, they're really interesting.